just alpha because we're alpha men. Just hanging. Hang fucking 10. It's such a pretty day outside. Do you even get out the house, bro? So I've been practicing this one thing of just like making sure that I'm alone. Not in terms of like, I need to be alone because I can't stand people. It's because I'm trying to enjoy myself. And as I'm doing so, I am enjoying myself more with people externally. So as I'm just having a fun time by myself, all of a sudden, like, people join in. Like, for some reason, I have a conversation with somebody throughout that day that literally is into something that I'm into as well. Or just like going up and talking to girls. If I'm having fun by myself, as soon as I see somebody that I'm attracted to, it's a lot easier to go up to them because I'm not thinking like, fuck, dude, like, I'm in a bad mood, but this girl's gonna make my day feel better. When you feel good by yourself, you don't need anybody else. You don't need a goddamn person. And I've been watching AMS, and he's actually one of my role models with this shit. He's gonna see one of these videos one day. But I really just realized from watching him that I never mastered the art of actually being alone. I've always had some girl that was around me, bro. I've always had one of my friends around me. And it's just funny that now I am mastering being alone. And the reason that I'm making this video today, and what you should expect from here, is that I'm gonna say a story that is really just talking about why it is important to be alone. Sometimes it's a necessity to not be around people all the time. And also, I'm just gonna drive it in home with you guys about that. Let's get it. So, realistically speaking, if you know how to be alone, then you basically have an abundance mindset. And you're not gonna take nobody's bullshit. You're not gonna sit here and fucking listen to anybody giving you a bad time or something like that. I went out with one of my friends the other day, right? Quote unquote friends. I'm not really gonna fuck with him like that. And I don't give a fuck if he sees this video, because I actually told him this to his face, and then he just acts the same. Or like tries to come back. It's weird. It's a really weird codependent relationship. But I went out with him and I did not have fun. And every time that I went out with him the past couple years, it wasn't fun. I've been recently just going out to bars and going out to the club and doing things that I want to do by myself. I already went to the gym by myself. That was it took a minute to do when I first started it, is going to the gym by myself. I always thought that I needed a workout partner. And then in doing so, I'm just wasting my time, because I could be focused more on my workouts, and then people would just join in eventually. So, so I went out with him, and then basically it just wasn't what I expected. I wanted to go out, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go with some people and just see what's up. And it's just crazy because it's just like the influence that was bestowed upon me was very negative. It was a very negative mindset. It's like it was the first time that I realized that I had to focus on what I was thinking and how my time was going instead of trying to keep the fucking situation from turning south. That was the first time that I actually did that. When I went out last week, I just had to focus. I literally was inside of my body, and I knew that I couldn't be friends with the person that was there. But I'm fine with that. There was times before where I was trying to always like compensate or compromise myself to be around certain people, but there's no reason that you should do that if you have the right people around you. And it's funny because when I was doing that, I don't talk to none of those fucking people anymore. Not goddamn one. And I don't even hate them. It's just nothing to prove. And I can be able to know what the fuck I want to do. And then in doing so, with me hanging out with myself, nigga, I know what the fuck I like to do. And I know what the fuck I don't like to do. And when you know that, you know who the fuck you can hang around. Because if their lifestyle doesn't fit your lifestyle, what the fuck are y'all gonna do? And what the fuck are you gonna talk about? And just like with the female, what the fuck are we gonna do? What the fuck are we gonna talk about? It all is based off of how I feel. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. In terms of, like, I care about, I'm empathetic, but I'm not sympathetic towards people anymore. Because when I was sympathetic towards people and always trying to help everybody, I was the one that was getting the short dick all the time. Not short dick, the short end of the stick. I was getting the short fucking end of the stick. I guess I was getting the short dick then, fuck. And then basically, I felt like I wasn't progressing in my life the way that I needed to be. And for some reason, I always wanted to externalize and help other people, but I had to help myself first. And it took me a long time to realize that. It did. It took me quite a little bit of time to actually do that shit. But now we're here. And now I want to be able to push that onto you guys. You guys should be able to focus on yourself. Sometimes you might need to just say, no, I don't want to hang out with this girl. And especially when it comes down to girls. Because it seems like if niggas aren't hanging out with other niggas, bro, they got some girl or some girlfriend that's taking up their time. But sometimes, bro, your girl can really be slowing you down from what you need to be doing. They're always going to ask you for attention. And if you're always sitting here and you're trying to like let her lead a little bit, bro, it's always going to lead to her getting some more attention. Okay? Because that's what she cares about. If she fucks with you like that. So look, being alone is going to help you out a lot. You gauge how much time that you actually need. It took me about a good month of it was like a good 3 months. 3-4 months of me not fucking with nobody to realize what direction was I actually going in. Because if I'm talking to somebody, I know that you came to this video because you've been feeling like you don't even know what is the next step. But I'm telling you, you're not going to find that shit if you're hanging around the people that you're hanging around. Bro, I make music and YouTube videos. Most of the niggas that I was hanging around was not doing that shit. So you know what they were fucking saying? They were saying that that shit was not worth it and you're not going to be able to do it, basically. Basically, that's what they were saying. I don't see it in my mind, so how can you be able to do it? You have to branch out and find new friends, man. Find new friends that's going to be able to benefit you the way that you're going to be able to benefit them by knowing yourself. And if you know yourself, bro, then you can have great relationships with people. It won't feel like it's fake. You ever had one of those relationships where you're fucking sitting there, like, not relationships, but like you're just fucking with this chick and you know that you just want to have sex with her? And you already know that she's about it, so there's no real challenge. So because of that, you're not even really interested in it. Instead of a girl that can actually stimulate your mind and get you to the point where you're just like, dude, I want to fuck this chick. I want her to be around type shit. It's the same thing. The only way that you can know that is if you know yourself. The only way that you can know yourself is if you get some time alone. And let's say that you do just have a crazy abundant social life. I'm not saying that you can't have that. You could still be able to do exactly what I'm saying with having a shit ton of friends and fucking being able to go out every day. You just have to be able to know when it's time to take a break for a second. Time to reassess, do some yoga, do some meditations, do something that's going to be able to benefit me in the future. What is the next step? And if you don't have any friends, bro, start talking to yourself in the mirror. Start talking to yourself in the mirror, and it's going to help you getting prepared to talk to people in real life. Because if you know what's going on with your face and your body language and how you actually react and what you actually do, you're going to be able to, you're doing those things anyway. So just doing it in the mirror makes you see it. So it's just building confidence within yourself. I'm going to have another video about confidence and building your confidence, because we all need that. No matter what status we're in, we always need some more confidence. All right, guys, I'm out of this bitch. Jusalphaa.